away from my sister. Okay, isn't there some girls with low self-esteem convention you should be lurking around? Russell thought about it for a second. Well, there is that bakery next to the weight loss center. He tipped an imaginary hat and scurried out the glass front doors of the building, leaving Audrey fuming in his wake. Upstairs, in a different apartment, Adam was discovering that alone time was a precious commodity, but so was shared knowledge. He was sitting on Jen's pristine white sofa, staring blankly at the television screen as the familiar blue background of Jeopardy filled the room. Jen was in the kitchen, casually sorting through mail. Name that poet, the television announcer boomed. Stamps, Jen called out from the kitchen without even looking up. And finally, letter perfect, the announcer concluded as the category was revealed. Adam leaned forward, determined. All right, it's Teen Week. I'm gonna kick some ass. The screen displayed the clue. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Adam's brow furrowed in intense concentration. Oh, who is William Shakespeare? No, I can't believe they voted him off. He was the best one. Jen muttered, completely misinterpreting his answer as a comment on a reality TV show. She walked into the living room, tossing the mail onto the coffee table. Hey, hon. Hey, Adam sighed, feeling the intellectual victory slip through his fingers. Jen picked up her phone, dialing a number. Okay, Kiki, I'll talk to you later. Bye. She plopped down next to him on the sofa. What are you watching? Nothing, Adam mumbled. Oh, Jeopardy. Great, Jen chirped, her eyes locking onto the screen. The next clue appeared. This markswoman was featured in the Legends of the West series from 1994. Adam opened his mouth, the answer on the tip of his tongue. Oh, Annie Oakley. Jen shouted instantly. Who is Annie Oakley? The television confirmed. Who is Annie Oakley? Correct. Jen pumped her fist in the air. Ooh, that's one for me. Yeah, way to go. Adam slouched deeper into the sofa, the dream of a quiet, uninterrupted victory fading into the reality of cohabitation. Meanwhile, back in the Bingham apartment, Jeff was making a desperate play for his fortress of solitude. The apartment was finally empty. Audrey was out, Barb was allegedly exploring the city, and Jeff had the living room all to himself. He was standing in the middle of the room, wearing nothing but a faded t-shirt and boxer shorts, holding the TV remote like a holy relic. I'll make us some tea. A voice suddenly echoed from the kitchen. Jeff jumped, spinning around to see Audrey walking out with 2 steaming mugs. He groaned, letting his head fall back. I don't want tea. Oh, seriously? Audrey asked, pausing. Light beer. What? Yeah. I just had some really nice alone time all set up, and your wife came over and ruined it. Jeff grumbled, aiming his frustration at an invisible third party. Yeah, she does that, Audrey replied smoothly, unbothered. She set the mugs down. Come on in. I was, just about to watch today's game. I recorded it earlier, so keep the talking to a minimum. Pants are optional. Uh, I, to keep them on, Jeff said, pulling at the hem of his boxers. We each have our own path. He settled onto the couch, turning the television on. The baseball game flickered to life. Just as he felt his blood pressure begin to lower, the front door swung open. Adam bounded into the apartment, carrying a small, pristine white bakery box. This is the first time I've been alone since Ivy's sister got here to watch the game. Today, I've got the world's best cupcakes. Jeff stared at him, absolute despair washing over his face. What the hell? I wouldn't mind a cupcake. Adam sat down next to him, opening the box to reveal two perfectly frosted, decadent chocolate cupcakes. As he leaned over, his oversized sweater hiked up slightly. Oh, wait, watch the floppage, Jeff warned, pointing a finger at Adam's midsection. My house, my floppage. Ooh, Adam said, ignoring him as he took a massive bite of a cupcake. This chocolate is so good. Yeah, you can take the last bite. He held the remaining half out to Jeff. Jeff's eyes narrowed suspiciously, but the allure of the frosting was too strong. He leaned in. No, I want you to have it. MM. Good. Adam chewed enthusiastically. Hey, you said I could have the last bite. I did? Jeff asked, feigning innocence. Oh, I'm such a liar. Oh, sneaky devil. Adam laughed, wiping chocolate off his chin. Well, you know, chocolate is an afro. The SIAC. I was hoping Audrey was wrong about you. You're fun, aren't I? Jeff stared at Adam, realizing that his peaceful afternoon of baseball and silence had devolved into sharing baked goods and discussing aphrodisiacs with his deeply confused neighbor. The fortress of solitude had officially fallen. Chapter 8. Valuables and Videotapes. Across the hall, the transition into shared living space was proving to be a logistical nightmare. Jen and Adam had spent the entire afternoon consolidating their belongings into Jen's perfectly organized apartment. Jen stood in the bedroom, her hands on her hips, surveying the newly arranged dresser. Well, that is it. It's not my apartment. It is officially ours. The closet and drawers are all divvied up. Adam stood next to her, looking slightly overwhelmed by the sheer volume of floral-scented sachets Jen had deployed. And I think the 80-20 split is very fair. Jen started, pointing at him. Me. When you proposed, you knew I was a girl. Oh, yes, I did. Adam smiled affectionately, wrapping an arm around her waist. One of the things I love most about you. Hey, why don't you put the clothes you're wearing into one of your drawers? Oh, and why don't you put the clothes you're wearing into one of your drawers? Jen teased back, leaning into his embrace. Adam's smile faltered slightly as he looked at his designated storage area. Because my drawers are in the kitchen. Jen sighed, pulling away to open the bottom drawer of the nightstand. But maybe we could use this shelf to find somewhere else to put this.